So, I don't know if you guys watch SNL. Most people say it's jumped the shark a long time ago and they gave up on it. I have not watched this video, so you'll get my real-time reactions. You guys, please chime in. You make this channel what it is with your commentary. You can ask anything you want. Doesn't have to be topical, but priority will be given to the topical ones because I'm trying to make a little something more out of this channel, as now I'm able to fulfill my creative tendencies. All right, let's see what she has to say.
I feel like anytime we talk about Saturday Night Live, it's never good. It's never a good reason that we're talking about Saturday Night Live because it's not been funny for forever. The golden era was like, I don't know, 20 years ago. It's been like totally unfunny since then. So anytime it's in the news, you know that it is not a good thing. It's not because they like did some funny skit that went super viral and you're like, ha ha ha, we should play it. No. I would challenge you this. You guys tell me, can you quote one recent SNL sketch that like was good?
Can you name a person who's on it?
Nope.
Right off the bat, I don't have any problems with what she's saying, just because I disagree with it, but I could tell by her tone, she's just parroting and repeating what she's heard. She's just saying the cool thing. I could tell she hasn't watched it. Here's the thing. I'm a very critical person. People treat SNL like they treat their favorite childhood music. It's tied to certain nostalgia and memories that they can't really separate all the time. But with me, I watched the past 3 years. I have never laughed harder in my life. It's as funny, if not funnier, than it's ever been. The new cast is amazing. Because obviously the old cast of the 70s, 80s, 90s, they went on to become movie stars, and so we associate them with their movies and stuff. But there haven't been as many breakout stars anymore, so that's the only difference. But it's pretty much the same writing staff. They're not woke anymore. They went woke for a season or a year or whatever. I didn't watch that. But they are super biting, super intense. I was watching with my friend the other day. We were screaming our heads off. But I challenge you to watch the last episode with Jack Black and the one before that with like Melissa McCarthy and some others. It was unbelievably funny. Anyway.
I can't. I'm sure some people could because they're like, there are some comedians or whatever. I'm sure people might be able to name who's on it. I couldn't. But I would ask, like, is there any SNL sketch in the past 5 years that has just stuck with you because it's so good that you just always remember? Quote it. Drop them in the comments if you think that you have something good. Now, if you think back like 15 years ago, I mean, there are dozens. Even further back, there are dozens. Currently, in the last 5 years, I bet you couldn't. So SNL has fallen victim to what happened to the other late night shows because, they're like, they got to make everything about politics. And really, when I say politics, I mean beating up conservatives, especially.
Real quick, and then I'll wait till the video's over to talk. But I would challenge her, the opposite challenge. I would say watch one episode and try not to laugh. I guarantee you'll fail. It's not as political and watered down as you might expect. It's not even close.
Actually, Trump, Orange Man bad. And I think that is a result of some of the cast members that they've hired, like one in particular, Chole Fineman. Now, Chloe thought that Chloe's an interesting character because Chloe thought that she was being funny when she admitted to sexually assaulting a child during a Vanity Fair interview, which, by the way, before we play the clip, is like, oh, because that's just like a normal thing that people talk about in Vanity Fair interviews. I mean, I don't know. I've never been interviewed by Vanity Fair, but I feel like there's no conversation in which it would elicit something like this to come out. But Chole Fineman, I mentioned, interesting character. This is what Chloe said to Vanity Fair.
No, I was fired as a camp counselor.
For hitting on the campers?
No, I pantsed a boy.
Oh, honey, I think you're on a
a list somewhere. And he wasn't wearing underpants. And then a giant school bus drove by, and they were like, "You can't," like, because he would lift my shirt all the time.
Oh, what
and
is happening?
It was Berkeley.
How old was the child?
He was like 6.
Berkeley?
No, it was a different time. Like he would be like, "Hey,
No.
can I hug?" And I'd go to hug him, and then he'd like lift my shirt like a dick. And then I was like, "I'm gonna get back at you." And so we were on a hike, and I was like, "Hey, Ollie, go look over there. It's a hawk." And he
They're
looked.
so
And then
uncomfortable.
I yanked his pants down. He wasn't wearing underwear. His little ding-a-ling was out. And then these two twins were like, "Ollie, I didn't know you didn't wear underwear." And then I was fired.
Now they edited out that part in the original Vanity Fair one where she says his little dingling was out and a couple other graphic descriptors or whatever. But nobody during the point thought this was weird. While it was going on, nobody was nudging somebody in the shoulder. It was just very strange. Now, I have been pantsed by a counselor who was a female many, many years ago, so it kind of hits home. I think I was like 10 or 11, and she was like 15 to 17. I don't remember.
How is she trying to make herself out to be the victim? She's like, I was fired because I like sexually assaulted a 6-year-old boy. Can you believe the standards of this camp? They thought that was actually out of line, that I pulled down the pants of a 6-year-old as a freaking adult. Like, what the hell are they smoking over at SNL? I don't know. But you know it's bad when even the liberal cast members, like these are total leftists, look, those are their reactions. That was like my evolution of, that was how I felt when I watched that. I went from the one on the far right, because we like to stay far right. We went on from the one far right, like, oh no, she's still going. No, you're not making it better. There's actually nothing that you can say to make any of this better. There's nothing you can say to make yourself sound better. It wasn't a different time then. Like, it wasn't a different time then. There was not a time where adult camp counselors could pants 6-year-olds and be like, it was a different time. Like, bitch, you're 37 years old. It was not back in my day. We could just expose young boys' little, their junk. Like, no. Now, by the way, it's not going to surprise you. Not a peep from the left about this. Not a peep. The same people who were like, the Epstein files, we hate child predators, release the files.
I guess that's an interesting point, but she is being a hypocrite. She's making it political when she was like huffing and puffing about, the current cast, there's just all about, we hate the orange man, Donald Trump, and all this other stuff. Well, they do that. But I think they make fun of just about everyone equally. Maybe not like Barack Obama, but they made fun of Clinton and stuff. Come on. I don't talk about politics over here,
but nothing to say about this woman admitting that she sexually assaulted a 6-year-old. This is crazy. Is she going to be removed from SNL? Are the cast members going to continue to work with a sexual predator? Probably, because the left has no morals and no values. They only wish to use those morals and values against you. Always. Every single time, to infinity. That's their MO. We all know it. But for the record, that chick is disgusting, and also SNL sucks. It's not funny.
All right, what do you guys think? How do I work this thing here? I don't know. Maybe she is a political commentator. She'd try to bring everything back to politics. But I don't win. I'm not even registered to vote. I have friends that are lefties. I'm supposed to be a Republican. I don't agree with everything Donald Trump says and does. Far from it. But I don't even follow most of the stuff. I'm a music man. I'm a simple man. But people get heated on both sides. So I say, as one of my rules, tell me if you guys think I'm off base. I say no politics in the chat. Is that a weird rule to have? Tell me what you think in the comments. Have you heard of this story? Now, Chole Fineman, she was very funny. I hate to play devil's advocate. When she plays the airhead blonde on SNL, nobody does it better. She actually makes her expressions look like a stupid blonde chick that you knew at some point in your life, and it kind of hit me a certain way. Hey, what's up? You can watch what on stream? What are you talking about? Cool. This is my first time using this restream in vertical mode with a new Shure mic. So I'm just boomering my way through it. But in the next week, things are going to get really crazy over here. I'm still going to be the same nice guy despite my popularity. So I'm going to be even more accessible now that I'm in a good mood for once. Usually on my Hangout streams, I'll just mope and dope my way through a conversation. But now things are kind of turning around in a good way. So thank you all that prayed at me, at my medication straight. I'm getting on a good path and trajectory in my life. I can't play any actual clips from SNL. You want me to play your series? That's funny. I don't mind a little self-promotion in my channel, but I'm a little backed up. I'm a nice guy, but I've got about 30 people ahead of you trying to get me to listen to their music and watch their clips. So respectfully, I've got to decline. Now, if you come to my all request streams, you got a shot. I will play anything and everything people send me. But in this time, I'm just trying to get through this video here. But that's funny. I'll take a look at your channel. People thumbing through. I don't expect you guys to just automatically know what the topic is. I'll show a little grace.